going to close the system.
Yeah.
Okay, see where we're at. We may need to do some more vertical and horizontal adjustment. It's based around these meeting doors, okay?
Yeah.
So let's close it up.
Any sequence or just?
The strike door has to close first. Okay.
Daily door?
What we want to do is adjust the doors around these meeting doors.
Okay.
Whether it's striking another door or it's a configuration that strikes against the jamb, we want to get this adjustment and reveal dialed in so your handle and locks work nicely. Okay. So as you can see, there's quite a big gap at the top and it's tight down the bottom. So what we'll do first is bring the doors in. We'll go out, we'll have a look where this carrier is at. That carrier might be a bit high, but ultimately what we're trying to achieve is a nice even gap here, okay? Yeah. Let's bring that carrier down a little bit. This is another vertical adjustment point. So your vertical adjustment points are in the carriers and the pivots.
Yeah.
Okay, you may have 8 doors. Every other door is going to have another carrier. Okay, so you'd have to adjust all those carriers. They're all vertical adjustment points. So what that's going to do by bringing that down, it's ultimately going to bring this door down and closer, and close that gap up, while at the same time kicking that bottom in.
Right.
So from here on, it's just playing with those vertical, getting nice even reveals, and you've also got your horizontal adjustment to kick the door in and out.
Right, so you've set, we took the time on both the pivot doors, set those plumb, so then this is the obvious place where, now I get it.
In an ideal situation, you may need to go back to those pivots and tweak them a little bit more, but it's pretty close at that point. So I say a couple more turns and we'll check it and we should be good. All right, so let's see where we land.
How'd we do?
That did it. So it's a nice even reveal. The handle should work perfectly, which it does. You can turn your lock.
I can't get in.
All right, so we're all adjusted nicely now.
So cool.
We'll just test it. We'll open the doors, make sure it's not binding anywhere, and also speak a little bit about how you should be operating these doors, okay? So first you open this passive door. Yeah. And you can open that all the way so it's not flapping out here, okay? You come to the interior and you unlock the door and an accordion it opens. So
right.
That operated beautifully. It's fingertip operation. The gaps remain consistent.
Cool.
So we're pretty much done here, Josh. There's a couple of things that, before we move on to the screen, that I want to have a quick chat about. There is a magnet set that sits to the exterior. They mate up and you know, hold the door in the event that a wind springs up and catches the door.
Right, but they're not strong enough to where you can't operate the door easily.
Well, if the wind's that strong, you're probably not going to have your doors open anyway, but they are optional. If you want to use them, you can use them. There's also a kick down stop for the active panel. Yep. Depending on the height of your deck or your patio outside, right. You will have to adjust that up or down. So the last little finishing touch, we do supply some screw buttons in the hardware kit. If you notice here on the jamb, the screw heads are exposed. We send out a color match button that simply presses in to the screw head and just finishes it nicely.
Just lets it go away.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're ready for the screen.
Great.
All right.
Oh, screen.
Yes.
Sorry.